Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a little winter prep. What I need to do is secure some backup water for Jen and I here in the cabin. And what I'm going to do is bring in a 55-gallon food grade safe barrel. I'm going to head up to the greenhouse garden area and we'll grab one of those barrels up there. I have several of them up here. So these are the food grade ones. I'm going to leave the one with the spigot up here. Yikes, I'm going to have to transfer that water into these other barrels. And those are good backup water also in an emergency. I got this idea from Simple Living Alaska. They keep I think it's a 55-gallon barrel of water inside their cabin. Also, they run from their pump into that barrel, and then they pump from that barrel into their kitchen sink. So, thought it'd be a good idea for a backup plan to have that in here. Something I just noticed is when you're storing water, you want to store it in a dark tank, not a clear type of tank, because then the sun can get in there. When it's a clear tank like this, the sun can get in there and create all kinds of algae and stuff. You can put little drops of chlorine in there, which we'll probably do. I think what I'll do is I'll hang a towel over the other side so I'm not getting that sunlight. I can close the drapes too, but I'll probably still hang a dark towel over the side just to keep it from getting that sunlight. I'm not going to fill this from the tap because I don't want to use 50 gallons through our filters downstairs through my little 5-micron filter. So I'm just going to fill this with the hose, and then we can boil the water if we need to use it. And I also have a Catadine camping filter. It's like an expedition size, so it does a lot of water, and that thing will be fine for an emergency situation. I'm also going to need to top off our main tank today. It was getting close to halfway full, and this 50 gallons is going to take a nice bite out of it. And while the river is low and things aren't frozen, it'd be a good time to top off that tank. All right, I think that ought to do. That's close to 50 gallons right there. Now, need to top off that tank like I said, and then I'll show you what else I'm going to work on today. So the other thing I want to do is to build a little cover on the outlet of the main black water tank here, so I'll show you that. This is a possible freezing point, and it could have been what froze up last year. I'm not sure. It didn't crack or anything, but I want to get this covered. I'm going to use this old deteriorating plastic big pot thing, but it'll do for just this winter. I just need to get something over it. So I think what I'm going to do is put the cedar log here and then build up the dirt so that sits kind of flat right on top of it. Well, that's a good little makeshift temporary insulator for that thing. It's has stuffed plastic in there, sheets of plastic, and then it's got that pot and then this big rubber liner, and that is from a pressure tank that I took apart, and that liner I figured would come in handy, and it sure is. That should work good for keeping the rain off and keeping moisture out of there, and then maybe it won't freeze. I do need to pick up more straw and go over the top of where the hose goes all the way up to the cabin and just lay a nice deep layer of that. Water's probably almost done pumping. It doesn't take long with a new pump. Let's check it out. Oh yeah, she's full. Recovery mission. Miss having those steps right there. This is all clay and really slick. And you can see, I don't know if you can see, maybe you can see on this. Water's still frozen there, so it stayed pretty cold today. Definitely getting some cold water out of the river. Okay. You know, even though this is a lot of work to get water in that tank, I love this kind of lifestyle where I gotta work hard for resources, and I appreciate those resources when I do get them, like water or air. Yeah, sure, air is a good one. Anyway, yeah, it's just really rewarding. Want to give a shout out to a small channel. They're at about 900 subscribers, almost to that 1,000 mark. So if you want to go check out Hope This Works, our homestead, it's Kevin and Billy Joe. They're in Wyoming and doing some cool stuff out there, so go give them a look.
Hope This Works, our homestead.
Go over and check them out, subscribe, give some support. I can barely talk because it's really cold down here and the wind's blowing, but go give them some support, and hopefully we can get them to the 1,000 subscriber mark, which is the magic number. So yeah, if you can go subscribe to them, tell them Jay from Almost Homestead sent you, and really appreciate it. All right, until next time, I will see you later.